Keep calm and carry on buying AI tech stocks as they deviate from the highs. Where the greater the deviation, then the greater the buying opportunity presented. Keep calm and carry on buying. Quantum AI tech stocks. So what if you could know the future? For instance, I had a chart of the stock market, that's the S&P index, showing a high probability trend forecast for some 6 weeks into the future. Well, that's what my patrons got in the market brief at the end of March 2022. A detailed trend forecast right into the middle of May 2022 that the stock market then has spookily tracked quite closely for some time. That's X-Files spooky. And the forecast for where the S&P should be right now is 43.94 versus actual S&P index of 43.93.6. Whilst my trend expectations remain for the S&P to continue to trend lower for another week or so before bottoming and then embarking on a strong rally that will confuse most because they won't be expecting it. They're not. What, interest rates rising, Fed tightening, Fed's going to cause stock market crash? No one's expecting it, and I forecast it in March. First the decline, which is transpiring, for a strong rally into the middle of May for a higher high. That will get most people confused. They'll think the bull market's resumed, but more on that later. Whilst my latest full spectrum in-depth analysis that took me a good 3 months, 3 months of hard work, stop and go, but 3 months, is on the UK housing market that maps a trend forecast out for 3 full years into the future. Can the UK continue trending higher, or will interest rate hikes halt the housing bull run? All and more is revealed in my extensive UK housing market analysis and concluding detailed 3-year trend forecast. That will soon be followed by my updated US housing market trend forecast after my existing 2-year forecast recently concluded that once more aims to project a trend for US house prices at least 2 years into the future. So for immediate first access to all of my analysis and trend forecasts, then do consider becoming a patron by supporting my work for just $4 per month to gain access to all of my recent analysis on accumulating AI tech stocks at defined buying levels as and when opportunities arise. There's none of this waiting for the indices to drop because there's a stealth bear market in progress that cycles through individual stocks like a Tasmanian devil. You saw last week. Did you see what happened to AMD, TSMC? And Qualcomm. That's the Tasmanian devil. Indices, not much changed, but you got new lows in Qualcomm, TSMC and AMD. So to gain access to all of my recent analysis on accumulating AI stocks during the bear market of 2022 that I forecast to expect as of September 2021, and then confirmed in my analysis of 5th of December following the CI18 trigger. That's a crash trigger that has a very low frequency. It occurred in February 2020 and it occurred again in December 2021. Warned of significantly lower prices ahead, which has come to pass, which is presenting myself and patrons with huge opportunities to accumulate target AI tech stocks at deep deviations from the highs. You know the motto, the greater the deviation from the high in good stocks, then the greater the buying opportunity being presented. Whilst here is my schedule of both in-depth analysis and market briefs, though they're not really brief, because I have a tendency to do mega pieces. So my briefs are other people's essays. And my next analysis will be posted in a few hours, focused on the stock stealth bear market and AI stocks buying levels going into earnings which will be posted in a few hours time of this video being posted. So again, consider becoming a patron by supporting my work for just $4 per month to capitalize on the stock's bear market and what I strongly expect will soon follow it, as we ride the inflation megatrend courtesy of central bank and government money printing on an epic scale. I've been warning of high inflation is coming since March 2020. You don't believe me? Go check my video. Every video ends with a warning that big inflation is coming. You should prepare for it. Well, big inflation has arrived, and it will last the whole of this decade, no matter what they say. Big inflation will be with us for the remainder of this decade. Yes, there'll be dips down to maybe 4%, but you're not going to see 2%. Not unless they change the CPI measure, edit everything out that goes up and just leaving the little bits that fall because of deflationary forces. The fiddle, you do realize CPI is fake. The real inflation rate is double CPI. What, 8%? Real is 16%. Go back and use the measure that they were using in the 1970s and early 80s. Use the same methodology, and US inflation is 16% now. UK inflation is at least 15%. That is CPI. So subscribe to this YouTube channel for new videos, and do consider becoming a patron by supporting my work. Just $4 per month as we ride the quantum AI megatrend into the future.